18 months in Limerick. The level of injuries are that bad, okay? You can see the tail of the aircraft is kind of recognisable. I made contact with a very nice gentleman who's a retired Garda officer. His name is Timothy Finlay. And he agreed to an interview, and he was a young cop in Ennis at the time. And he was on the beat late at night. All of the Shannon crashes, by the way, between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, all of them. So it's very much the witching hour for Shannon. So he was on the beat late at night on the north side of Ennis, and the next thing his super says to him, if I didn't know any better, that's a fireball or a shooting star that's come down. And the next thing, that far out, they could actually hear sirens going. So they got in their squad car. They rang out of a phone box to the hospitals and the fire brigades to go out in that area. And he started to describe getting into the field. And here's the tail unit here, broke off halfway through the field. It carried on into a huge field, okay? So it was like a slingshot, because the physics of it hit the graveyard at almost 200 miles an hour. So it started to rotate. So halfway up that field, which very long field, full of sheep and feeding off beet at the time, the tail comes apart. Okay, so the first area he came up to was the tail, and this guy with a 3-piece suit just steps out of the tail, not a scratch on him. The next thing he sees the jump seat, the flight crew jump seats at the back wall of the aircraft. So unfortunately there was Eva, perfectly preserved, but her neck broken, and underneath the tail, then he sees a pair of legs, right? I don't mean to get too graphic. A pair of legs under the tail, right? And what that was, it was the forward section. Somebody had slipped out of the forward section and was going up the field, and had impacted with the tail as the tail was still rolling. So he was obliterated. The flight crew were taken out straight. There was only one crew member survived. He was a male steward by the name of Edward Di Leonardo. I always remember that.